After different Earths seemed to have merged, the Scarlet Spider had come across Spider-Woman, whom decided to form a team together and establish a friendship, but despite that, they never knew each other personally, aside from the fact that they're spider costume heroes with the same powers, until the day had come when they once young across New York, with Spider-Woman feeling unconfident in herself and her abilities. Though Scarlet didn't seem to know why, thus curious as to his friend's behavior, Spider-Woman seemed to have landed on near building, sitting and assumingly contemplating on her thoughts. Curious, Ben decided to check on his friend, curious as to what's bothering her.
Hey, why so blue today? It's not like you to just take a break while we're web-slinging across the city.
It's nothing. I'm totally fine.
Ben already saw through her lies because of the tone he was given, a combination of grief and isolation.
Come on, Jess. Just tell me, it won't hurt, right? I mean, I'm on therapist, counselor or anything, but I can help, right?
No, there's nothing you could do that could help me, Ben. We're both different, you and I.
Ben looked confused and asked.
How so?
When Jessica Drew removed her mask, she revealed tears pouring down her cheeks. Ben looked in shocked, finally seeing what Jessica truly looked like, but also looked concerned for her friend's behavior.
There's something I should have told you when we first met on that battle with the Green Goblin. Speaking of which, there's something I'd like to ask you.
What?
Was there a Spider-Man in your world?
His eyes were so widened that his mask complemented his emotions.
Spider-Man? You mean Peter?
Yes, I mean Peter.
She sounded more angrier, with a mix of sadness, which shook Ben harder than the time he encountered that demonic Green Goblin.
Whoa, no need to get angry. You sound angrier than the Hulk. For crying out loud. Why are you so mad about Peter Parker?
Because I'm his clone.
Ben stood shut and was completely dumbfounded. All this time he had been hanging out with a chick who's a clone of his brother, at least in her universe.
Wait, what? How?
Yeah, shocking, isn't it?
But why ain't you mad exactly? Why at Peter?
Hearing her brother's name would only trigger her memories. With her genetic template, memories of Peter's past and experiences.
Because in my world, he wasn't so lucky in his fight with the Green Goblin. After some time, I've been wanting to forget about him for a while, but I can't.
Ben was more curious, knowing Peter died in his confrontation with the demon.
Why though? How long has it been since Peter died?
About a few months.
That should have been plenty of time to move past Peter's D.
It's not that easy, Ben. It's not easy being a clone. I constantly have to wake up from these dreams and nightmares. Nightmares of Peter, his past. His face keeps on haunting me because those memories weren't mine. Memories of Uncle Ben being shot over and over again, Gwen dying, and I couldn't save my brother. He was my brother, somebody I could understand and relate to, because as he me, sorta. All the other clones tried to kill us and they all died. They couldn't even get a chance to be freed from organizations who don't care.
Jess.
Just stop, Ben. In the end, I'm all alone. No one else is going to understand this hell I've been going through these past couple months.
She covered her face, letting her emotions get the best of her by sobbing and letting Peter's memories get to her head. Ben, for the first time, actually related to someone to an emotional level close to his, became he himself was a clone of Spider-Man, a clone created to overthrow Spider-Man and take his place, until he was broken free and assumed the mantle of the Scarlet Spider.
I get what you're going through. It happened to me at one point.
He placed his hand on Jessica's shoulder.
Ben, just stop. You don't know anything.
On contrary, I do. I'm actually happy that someone out there in the multiverse actually went through the same type of torment I've been through. You've been a good friend, Jess. And now I'm going to do what I should have done right when we first met.
What are you?
Then removed his mask. He has a mullet that goes up to his neck and had a smile that showed Ben's appreciation and concern for her friend.
Heh, took you by surprise, didn't I?
Jessica was more surprised by the fact that he resembled Peter, an older one at that.
You look just like Peter?
Yeah, well, I'm his clone after all, and I have all his memories. Jess, I know what's it like to live a life as a double, an inferior copy to the amazing Spider-Man, who's more experienced and live his life longer than I have. I admire Peter, almost like a brother even, kinda like you did with your Peter Parker. However, if he were fall and there's no one left pick up the mantle of Spider-Man, then I'll be the guy to do it. I could easily bail out and live a peaceful life, have a family, and use my powers for other gains. But that's not what our Uncle Ben would have wanted, is it? 'Cause with great power
Comes great responsibility.
bingo, we have a winner.
Jessica dried the tears from her ears and revealed a smile.
There you go. That's what I want to see.
Unexpectedly, she expressed her joy by giving Ben a hug, showing tear of joy.
Thanks, Ben. I'm glad to see there's someone out there who understands me.
Ben didn't seem to know what to do. He was never shown this type of gratitude from anyone, but reluctantly he hugged her back, showing his appreciation.
Glad to have helped.
This evolved from a friendship into a trio of brother and sister.